I've written a letter to Daddy saying I love you.
Hello, my lovelies. Well, it's Jane Hudson here. And here he is. Here's the man himself, Narrative Destroyer. So I'll have to put the invite out to Narrative Destroyer. But yes, me reminiscing about my days as a child star. Oh, how wonderful those days were. Right, there you are, Narrative. There's the link for you. Hello, Kelsey. Hello, Welsh girl. Hello, Tegan. Well, Tegan, I've always said about you, haven't I? You're always a very, very good assessor of people, aren't you? You know, you do. You're a good judge of character. Always very good. I always said that about you. Anyway, we've already got Cookie here. Cookie's spot on, pinpoint, on time. So hello, Cookie.
Hello, how are you doing? I don't know if you can
Oh,
see us on.
fine. Absolutely fine. Well, I
Working
have. Oh, it's we can hear you fine. Great. Just show us your ass, Craig, so I know it's you. Anyway,
Right.
I just need to
Hang on, big up the chat, man, because I've had people saying hello, so I just want to say thanks to all the.
Don't you interrupt me, Midflow.
Hello, all the chat, man. Respect.
Well, do you know who was supposed to be here? Do you know who we've got coming round tonight after this show? Jingle Jangle Jim Smith is coming to visit me.
Is he? Is that why he's preparing?
Well, what I've done is I've actually ordered him. I've just got an order of his meal.
Okay, then. Good. Yeah, I'd like to order 6 bottles of scotch and 3 bottles of gin. Yeah, the same brands. And as soon as possible.
So that's Jim's dinner provided for anyway. So how are you doing, Craig?
Yeah, I'm all right,
channel
man.
back. You've got your channel. You've got you're able to post again, aren't you?
Yeah, 2 weeks off, like, but because he's clever about it, man. Like, you don't just have to have one person report it. If enough people are offended by a video and they're all going on it, it gets a strike, and it's got nobody's name on it.
But your love affair with Sheriff is still on the rocks, isn't it?
No, he's going deep, man. Not saying my kid, like, I even had McDonald's, man. Oh, it's funny, like, if I had to film every time our kid had McDonald's, man, I'd be like putting videos up all the time. But I don't like putting my kids on camera like he does. So, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things, isn't it?
I was going to say to your head, it's not his child, though, is it? Is it?
No. He's a jaffer. Like, he's like, fair play to him, man. He's took on somebody else's, like, but you know what I mean? But, you know.
But I don't like his. I was watching him last night. I mean, that's it. I don't have any issues with the Sheriff. I think he can be okay at times. But I was listening talking to Emma last night, and do you know what? I don't know. I don't like Emma. She knows I don't like her. She doesn't like me. But you don't talk to someone like that. That filth out of his mouth. And Paddy, it's just filth. Every second word's F, and she doesn't care like that, Emma. And she's sitting there. Where if that was me, I'd say, do you mind your language, please? Don't talk to me in that filthy way. But she just sits there and takes it, discuss them out on them. Anyway, Cookie, move. Oh, I thought you had to be. I thought you had a big axe then in your hands. Was going to say, oh, what's going on there? So how have you been doing, Cookie?
All right, I've been doing all right. I've been doing good. Just sitting, chilling out.
Yeah, that's the best way to be, isn't it? To chill. Relax.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's better.
It is, man. It is.
So I've got a quiz.
I'm a laid back person, like.
You've got to be, man. You cannot let things go your head in, man.
No, it's no point. We've got a quiz tonight as well. We've got a quiz tonight.
Too much ego gets in the way, you know what I mean?
What was
too
that?
much ego.
General knowledge.
Take yourself too seriously and all that, and before you know, you're wrapped up in loads of crap in your head, and you can't get all the shit out your head.
No, no.
I think I'm too honest, man, on here. You know what I mean? I could lie about my life, but I like that. I like to be honest with people. So it's one of them things, man.
Oh, well, it's
But
always
they
good.
making up lies. They're making up lies like that. I'm our mum in that thing, in that newspaper thing. And I don't even live in Brawley Hill, so I don't even know what he's on about. I live close to Brawley Hill, but I don't live in Brawley Hill.
Oh, so anyway, shall I invite him around for dinner?
Who? Sheriff?
Yeah. I'll give him a meal. Here we are. This is what I'll do. There, I won't have him insulting my Craigie, will I?
He's an idiot. And he thinks he's getting like the rub of the gangster or the old villain about him now. He's like saying, "Oh, I'll come into your house and stuff." He was like that before, the sheriff, but now he's been hanging around with Paddy for a bit. Like he's rubbed off on him, mate. You know what I mean? He's turned into a gangster for some reason. I don't get it, man.
I saw Joe Nudder live last night with them. Someone was saying about Paddy. Paddy's looking so healthy and younger looking, isn't he? Yeah, of course he is. He's got a pot of money he's dipping into and free clothes and food he's getting. Of course he's looking healthier and younger. God, he's got his hand well in that pot. He doesn't even hide it, does he? You can see he's suddenly getting
pick of the clothes.
Yeah.
Pick of the food.
Well, Craig, no one likes a straight person because they can't lie about you. Simple. That's Welsh girl said that.
Well, yeah, that's what I try and do, man. Like when I first come on here, I put my full name out there and that mistake. No, it's a mistake. I stand by it, actually. Because I said, check my name out, man. I got nothing. I ain't in the paper for nothing. You know what I mean? So it's one of them. That's how I was thinking.
I'd love to know what my neighbour's doing. So down here, things rolling backwards and forwards. I have a walkway between the houses, and it's like, what are they doing up the bleeding walkway? It's horrible weather, horrible, disgusting weather.
Yeah, it's been belting down, man. Wind, rain.
Well, as for them, if people have noticed that the adult human female that was supposed to be here with us hasn't turned up, she's going to try to make it, but something that's cropped up. So
it's life, man. It's life.
It might happen, it might not happen. But so I told her, don't worry. You know, you've got to. I mean, my life is least of the priorities, and for Kelsey, I've got to give Kelsey this. Kelsey's got to have this. Oh my God, you got it twice, Kelsey. You're getting spoiled. But yeah, that's my beautiful mod, Kelsey. Absolutely, who never fails me at all.
Well, Jim was there, the one, wasn't he, man?
What?
Jim used to be on that level, the one.
Jim, Jingle Jangle. No, he used to be hanging around. I could always tell there was something wrong with him because he'd be coming out with crap in the comments, just stupid things. But used to just tolerate him. Then one day I thought, he's boring the hell out of me, this fella he was always just a Debbie Downer. Yeah, I hate people doing that. When you're having a good laugh or something like that, and someone's got to say something or do something that just kicks a good time right on its ass. That's what he does. He gets a good time and kicks it right on his ass.
I can be having a laugh with him, and then he'll go on. He'll bring you into it, and then I'm thinking, fuck again.
The problem with him is he's now drunk, and you can tell he's a long-term drunk. And being a long-term drunk, he's a miserable sod. So that's what he'll be. He'll be like that. He'll be negative all the time. But I notice he's still avoiding that acro. So he was the one that asked me, and he still hasn't done it. Avoids it. Yeah, no, Craig, I'm working out for himself. There's only one reason why.
Anyway, how's Cookie doing, man? Because he's up there, in the corner.
Don't change the subject.
How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, man.
I don't even know. You'll have to back me up if you want.
Oh, shut up!
Yeah.
Here we are.
Why did you get back?
Oh, shut
How comes you went back to...
Oh, shut up!
I was slacking off your girlfriend then, Jingle Jangle Jim Smith, and you're protecting him.
No,
I know what you're up to. Yeah.
No, I'm trying to bring Cookie into the conversation a bit, man. I mean, we're just rapping away.
I'm bringing Cookie. I was just going to bring Cookie into the conversation. I was going to bring, here we are, Cookie. Do you want me to tell you a joke, Cookie?
You can do.
Don't be too eager about it. Like, well, here we go. Why was the washing machine laughing?
I don't know.
Because it was taking the piss out of the knickers.
What you like, Anne?
I know. Oh, you should put me
it is funny. So
I'd make a fortune. I would. I'd make. Oh, here's the little troll, Craig. Back his little troll. So
trolls. We've got trolls.
What do you call? All right then. What do you call a Pakistani with a pig on his head?
I'm not. Yeah, you're getting. I'm sorry.
You can't.
I'm not even letting him do that. I'm not letting him do it. He's going to say something rude. Yes. So he's not getting to speak until he stops being silly. If I have to go back and start editing things out, I swear to God, Craig, you're in serious trouble. I'm telling you. You better not be getting racist.
No, don't give jokes like that.
Ahmed.
They just start. You get target.
Well, yeah, I don't know what I meant, but Jane likes it. Jane Hudson likes it anyway. So, should we do the quiz?
Yeah, why not?
You never told us it was a quiz, but how well then?
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, you'll walk through it. You're both intelligent. I'll better get my glass on at my age, you know. The eyes, the hair, and everything starts going. So, here we go. Number 1. What item did Shakespeare famously leave to his wife in his will?
Skull.
No.
Skull.
Famous, this. One of the most famous items in a will, bequeathed in a will ever.
I've never studied Shakespeare or anything like that before. Gotta say.
Anyone in the chat know? Here we are. Someone must know in the chat because it's
took us 21 years to learn how to read.
But at least you got there, and that's the thing.
I got there in the end.
Here we are. Angel's got it. He bequeathed his second best bed. He actually said, "Item I give unto my wife, my second best bed with the furniture." Now that sounds really weird to us now, giving your second best bed. But in those days, second best bed would have been the mantle bed that they would wed in and had the children in and all that. And they were also phenomenally expensive beds, extremely expensive. So, and they were antiques as well. They were passed from generation to generation. So actually, she got the most expensive item that he could have given her. But to us, it sounds strange now. My second best bed.
You'd think he'd have been rich though, wouldn't you, man? So you'd think he'd have loads of money and all to pass.
Well, he would have. I don't know whether he was very, very rich. He would have been wealthy, but not extremely rich. But
so the bed was like the most valuable.
I would have had good living.
They were extremely expensive then. Beds, very expensive. Only the wealthy could afford. Now, it's the second one.
One out of leaves though in the woods, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he didn't leave one with leaves, did he? Here we are. Which royal ushered in what is called the Gold Mage in England?
Elizabeth I.
Correct.
Oh.
Correct.
Aye.
Now, how old was Queen Elizabeth II when she died?
I'd gone with him.
91.
93.
Go up.
95.
94.
Go up.
97.
96. So Craig's got it again.
Euro. 96.
So 96.
Gareth Southgate missed the penalty.
And she was the longest reigning monarch this country has ever had.
She is. She was, yes.
She outdid
because health.
Outdid Queen Victoria. All the female monarchs. Elizabeth I, she was on the throne for an extraordinary time, especially back in those days. Well, it's an interesting one. This is a fascinating one. What was unusual about the Pope they called John the English?
He wore.
He was English.
That's what I was going to say, man. But I thought, nah, it can't be that.
Something very strange about him, which caused the scandal.
It caused the scandal.
He was like, he was a different religion or something before.
He was disguising himself as a man. He was really a woman.
Yeah, Pope Joan. He's got it. Pope Joan. They can't prove whether it was factual or whether it was not. They've asked the Vatican, but the Vatican said it's that long ago. It was the 9th century. They can't actually confirm or deny it. There's suggestions, there's ideas there that it could have happened, but what it was, this woman disguised herself as a man. She joined the monastery. She was called John the English, but that doesn't mean that she might have been English, but it might have also meant that she was German, because they used to be called the Germans the English for some strange reason back then. And she actually got to Rome, and they declared her Pope. She eventually became Pope. She didn't want to be Pope. And there's two versions how they found out. One version was that she got pregnant, and during the ceremony, she gave birth, and so the crowd ripped her to bits. And the second one, she was put in prison, and the child was put in, given to her family. But they can't confirm it. It was most probably not true, but at the same time, they can't.
Well, no, it was quite common for women to do that, especially for doctors and stuff and that back then. Then you know, they used to they'd go to school and everything and pretend to be boys and everything to get a higher education. It was quite common, especially in the rich families. You know?
Well, this is the thing. One thing that one bit of evidence that's brought forward that Pope Joan was real, it wasn't a myth, was that the chair. Wait a minute, Craig, don't talk over me, mate. Wait until I'm saying it. When the Pope is being elected, he has to sit on a chair. And when you see that chair, everyone sort of goes, oh, wow. It's like a bathing chair. It's got a curve in it. And what it's for is someone has to put the hand up there and feel to make sure he's got testicles. And they say, why would you have that unless something had happened where the female suddenly got through and became Pope? So it's it
might just be a fetish, though, and it's an excuse, to grab some balls, man. You know what I mean? It might be one of them, and all.
Might be, but it's a fascinating subject, though.
No, the thing I was going to say about Blackadder, right? Because that fight, there's one where that woman pretends to be like a servant, pretends to be a man. So that's true in history, man. That is women used to pretend to be men.
And it's not like you have to go way back in time. There was in the Victorian era, I can't remember the name, was it Barry? Dr. Barry? Dr. Barry, a doctor in the army in Effin, rose through the army ranks. And when Dr. Barry, I think it's Dr. Barry, died, Dr. Barry was found out to be a woman that had given birth to 2 children.
Mm-hmm. So probably saved loads of lives.
Yeah, well, apparently she was very good as a medic, but very difficult and demanding. Very difficult and demanding. But a couple of people, when she was alive, used to say, she used to hold her arms under her breasts to try and disguise them. And a couple of people said, you're very top heavy, aren't you? But she'd punch them in the face if they questioned her sex. So, yeah. And there were many pirates who were female. Many pirates who were females. So it's it's very interesting. So transgenderism is not anything new. Let's see. Next one. Which British politician used the term... Oh, wait a minute. I've written that wrong, haven't I? Which British politician demanded that his portrait show him, warts and all? He wanted to definitely wrinkle every wart on his... that was really there to be on his portrait.
Harold Wilson. No, he looked horrible when he was old.
I would see a Churchill,
Nope.
Churchill, yeah.
But
It was Oliver Cromwell.
Oliver Cromwell.
Yeah. Oliver Cromwell.
That's far back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. You should have put a time period on it, man. Because I'm thinking.
Oh, sorry.
I
know. I did
It don't
come out
matter.
with I'll slow down. Don't worry. I'll slow down. I did come out with that a bit quick. I don't know why. Anyway, but I'll be slower now. Anyway, this. Oh, you're going to get this, Craig. You know. You'll get it as well. I bet you will. In which ballet do the characters Odette and Odile appear? In which ballet do Odette and Odile appear?
I don't know what. Craig's got it now, this one.
No, sorry. Can you repeat it? Because I was just reading that comment. I apologize.
So you weren't taking any notes this way, yeah. In which ballet do the characters Odile and Odette appear?
Black Swan.
There's no such ballet called the Black Swan.
Oh, the Swan Lake, sorry.
That's it. And the two characters dance by the same ballerina.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking of that film with bloody...
oh, what's the name? I know what you mean, Black Swan, yeah.
Yeah. Natalie Portman, isn't it?
Natalie Portman, yeah. Well, Odile is the Black Swan. And Odette is the White Swan. She's the good one. The black one's the bad one. But apparently when it was first performed, they didn't have that black and white costume.
I don't know how they can stand on the tips of the toes, man. I mean, how do you do that? Just imagine, like, you have to train from young.
Many years of training and a lot of pain. And a lot of fall on your backside. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. A lot of pain and a lot of determination. So anyway, official got that. Swan Lake. So on to the next one. Who did Will Smith slap during the Oscars?
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock, aye.
Yep. Now here we go. Golden Star, if you can answer this one. What number Oscar ceremony was it?
The 45th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, that much attention.
So anyone in the chat know what actual... Oh, that's a hard one. What number Oscar ceremony was it? Now, you've got to understand that the Oscars have been going on since the silent days. So
yeah,
it's going to be well over 45.
Was it the 75th?
Go up.
80th.
Go up.
85th.
Go up.
90th. 100th.
Go up. No, go down.
On 95th.
Go down.
94.
That's it. The 94. 94 Oscar ceremony. So that's how long the Oscars have been going for.
I know it's been going a long time.
Now you should know this. What controversial drug is the government planning to give unemployed obese people?
I don't know what the drug is. Is it amphetamine?
No.
Is it some kind of? I know it's an anti-obesity.
It's a diabetic drug. Is it insulin? Some sort. It's insulin.
It's not called insulin. It's an anti-diabetic drug. They were Deadly Kittens got it. Ozempic.
Oh, I heard this, man. It's got side effects apparently. Up to deadline.
It can have
a lot of people have died of it so far. So.
Well, they say it can have terrible side effects and it can make you go blind. And also, once you come off this, the weight piles back on even worse. So it's not worth it. So on to the next one. Here we go. Which politician was ridiculed for using the first person plural pronoun we? When talking about themselves, they use the term we and got ridiculed for it.
Tony Blair.
Nope.
Margaret Thatcher.
Exactly, Margaret Thatcher. And why was she ridiculed over it?
Because her with the people is her, obviously. How can any politician say we when in there?
But there's a specific reason in this country
I
that
don't know.
saying we is considered highly controversial. Only one person can say it.
The Queen.
Yeah, the
because
monarch.
she was trying to challenge the Queen's power in some way by saying that.
Yeah, there we are. Kelsey got it. It's known as the royal we. In other words, because the monarch it's supposed to be the embodiment of the country, of the kingdom, I should say. We're not a country, we're a kingdom, we should say that. Because the embodiment of the kingdom, when they speak on behalf of all us subjects. So they can only use we. So when Margaret Thatcher did that, did she get a kicking in the media over saying, she said, what was she was talking about?
We with a straight face, though, the royals, especially back in the day.
Wait a minute. She was saying in the thing, what it was over, she was talking about the birth of her grandchild, and she said, we are a grandmother. We are no, that's only a royal, monarch can say that, we. So she got absolutely hammered for it. And here we go, not many more to go now. What famous children book is Wicked inspired by?
Hansel and Gretel, is it?
Nope.
The Wizard of Oz.
What do you think, Cookie? Because you're staying very silent there.
I don't know what book it. I don't know the book.
Wicked. Have you seen the thing, yo? Have you seen the stage play Wicked, and now it's a film?
No, I've just heard that famous, horrible TikToker man who pretended to be autistic. Did you see her? Alphabet or something? Have you seen him?
Wait a minute. Go on, Cookie.
I've not seen it at all.
Here we are. You were right, Craig. It's The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. It was inspired by. It's about the Wicked Witch of the West, isn't it? And she became the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, it's based on her life, the witch's life, isn't it?
Yeah. So here we are. In relation to that, which Broadway singer got upset because her eyes were covered by a fan of the musical Wicked who made the film poster look like the stage poster? And she got really upset. She's been hammered for getting upset. She's being called a diva and everything over it.
I don't know.
Is it that lassie from EastEnders?
No, it's Wicked, the film. I've seen the poster of Wicked, the stage.
I ain't never seen the film. I've just heard of the stage thing.
It was Cynthia Erivo, the one who's playing the Wicked Witch of the West, and she.
I wouldn't have got that.
What it was, if you look at the stage poster, because this musical is absolutely hugely successful, the hat is pulled down over a face, and you can only really see a nose and a lips, and that's it. Well, in the film poster, you see her full face staring out at you. And because the fan dared to adapt the film poster to look like the stage poster, she went mad. She said it was an abuse. It turned into a non-entity and all this. Oh, she kicked off. So over that, how pathetic is that? Honestly, she made a right diva out of herself, giving out about it.
Talking about Lady Gaga, man, that Joker 2's bombed, eh? Nobody likes it, do they?
Oh, it looks rubbish. I saw that. I saw the advert for that when I went to see Alien.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you now, it looked awful. And it was a big, and usually when they do a big, long advert where you see most of the film, it's going to be rubbish anyway. And it just looks so boring. And I thought,
the endings are worse. The endings are worse. I wouldn't even go and see it because he dies at the end, man. I mean, the Joker dies. I don't.
So why did you spoil it for everyone that hasn't seen it?
Because you don't need to see his shit, man. Trust me, I'm saving you money.
It just looked rubbish.
Who played the first Joker?
It was
I'm thinking of the Penguin.
Joaquin Phoenix, like, but that was really good, like, all right, man, the first one. But like this
No, the
one, it's
first
just like a
one was
musical.
the first one wasn't. What was his name? Jack Nicholson, wasn't it?
In the first film, yeah. But in the thing, he was like some at Cesaro, or it like in the old series. What was his name, man? He was like a Spanish geezer, and you could see his moustache through the makeup when he was Joker.
What was that?
Like
What was Rocky's trainer called in Rocky 1 and 2? No, in real life, he played the
Penguin. He was the Burgess Meredith. Burgess Meredith. Right. He played the Penguin.
He was a brilliant actor. Him.
Yeah, he was the Penguin. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Gauche. He was the
Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero. That's the one.
It's Cesar, isn't it? Cesar. That's how it's pronounced. Strange enough, Cesar Romero. Anyway, it's the next one. Only how many we've got now? Oh, we've only got 2 left. So anyway, here we go. In relation to me, who's Jane Hudson. What was the name of the film that Joan Crawford and Bette Davis were meant to appear in together after what happened to Baby Jane, but it never happened?
I don't know.
Because there was only people think that the 2 of them appeared in multiple films. They didn't. The only film they ever appeared in together was Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. But it was so successful, they planned to do it again with a film. Does anyone know in the chat which film it was? Which film were they both to be? Goodfellas.
Well, I'm thinking about it. I'll tell you a story, man. You know, like Baby Jane, like the one who played her, like she used to stink of alcohol and fags, right? And the one in the wheelchair used to smell of BO, man, because I never used to take care of like bodily like odors and stuff. I just used to put makeup on her face, man, like from
I'd very much doubt. I've had this. I'm sure you said this a while ago.
I have. Check it out.
Sure, no, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure Joan Crawford, anyone, because I was always a huge fan of Joan Crawford. Anyone that knows anything about the life of Joan Crawford wouldn't believe that she was absolutely paranoid about cleanliness.
The thing says that. It actually says that, but not on her body. It was everything around her had to like clean and stuff like.
No, she used to actually, her face alone, she'd get up and have a strict routine of hot water, practically scalding water on her face, and then cold water with cologne and all this. So she was extremely obsessed with it. So whoever put that in there, that was a load of rubbish. No way would she have been like that. She was extremely fussy and proud of her looks. She even had this sets which used to drive people mad. She'd have them cold.
You see, Orlando Bloom smells like an old man, and that's why his wife divorced him.
So anyway, as anyone
about the Joker too, I'm one of them people that can like. I need to see it to believe it, man. Just because I've just told you that, man. I hear spoiler, man. It don't matter.
Here we are. Let's get back to the quiz. The film was, because no one's got it, it was Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte.
I wouldn't have got it.
I would never have got that in a million years.
And it suggested that it was Bette Davis who made sure that she walked off the set because she got a treated something terrible. Now, here's the last one. What is the singer's Madonna's real full name?
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, come on, you must be huge Madonna fans.
I am.
I don't mind Madonna as a guns, but like, I only know her as Madonna.
Well, Madonna is a face.
Read out the Buddha, really.
I've never thought of. I've probably heard it, but it's left my head. Madonna Deco.
Hey, we are. Kelsey's got it.
Satanic dances and stuff.
So her name is really Madonna.
Yeah, Madonna Louise Ciccone. Ciccone. So
she's like a lot of people that have
she's from a good breed. She's an Italian lass. Ciccone.
Well, she's done good for herself.
So that's that's our quiz. Wasn't that absolutely exciting, people? Weren't you absolutely riveted by that?
No, it was all right. I enjoyed it.
I don't mind a bit of a quiz, man.
So did you think they were too difficult?
You talk about other things in between the answers because it brings up stuff. You know what I mean? So,
I would never have thought Orlando a Bloom smelling like an old man.
Nah, I'd like it's mad. You get these things like you know that Megan Fox. Apparently, like she don't even brush her teeth and stuff for like days on end, man. You know, like these beautiful women.
Well, allegedly she drinks blood with her boyfriend.
No,
yeah, I've heard all this shit, man. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when it's high up though. You're talking about that. I'm gonna say the word "Anne." You know what I'm talking about?
Say the word. No, but you're not
that kind of blood. You know that special.
Oh no!
Kind
Stop
of
it! Stop it! Oh no! That's. Perverse.
No, I ain't gonna say the name of it because that's what gets you.
I know. I've twigged what you mean. It's perverse, darlings. It's disgusting. Something wrong with people in the head. That too.
It's Hollywood, man. It's Hollywood. They're all into ritual and all that crap. Look at Diddy.
Because they all have to get like blackmail on each other. You know what I mean? So you speak out about anybody else. They have to get you on tape doing some mad shit. Like
Craig, I have to pull you up here. I'm sorry, but I have to. Do you mind not saying black male? It's non-white male, if you don't mind. Non-white male.
No, man. You're joking, man. Do you remember that guy, Jamie Oliver, man? He got crucified in the media for like making jerk rice, cultural appropriation, because he had Jamaican, he couldn't like make it.
Oh, that cultural appropriation, that gets on my nerves. It's cultural appropriation when white people do it, but when black people do it, it becomes appreciation. Kiss my backside. It's one rule for one, another rule for another. It's stupid.
It's
divide.
That's right. Doesn't bring me together, does it?
No.
It creates barriers and all that crap. And that's why
look how them raising the kids like this though. Imagine what it's going to be like when the kids have.
Shall I tell you what, Craig? Right, you know you've got it good when you have to really search hard and come up with silly things to be a victim. It's like telling a trans woman that they can't go into a toilet, a female toilet. If that's supposed to be the height of abuse and transphobia, you know you've got it good. You know you've got it good. If you say things like appropriation and appreciation, you've got it good. You don't know what racism is. You've never faced real racism because there's silly things. They're hunting for things to be upset by. And that's when you know you're not suffering from what you're claiming you're not suffering from. Sure, the people
you know that I dislike them trans people that go out like on TikTok or whatever and try to get misgendered on purpose so they can film it like an act outraged. You know what I mean? Have you seen them?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
But it's just the way it will all sort itself out eventually. It will all sort itself out.
It's just more garbage you have to filter and kick to one side and ignore.
What website are you on that tells you all this, Craig?
I just watch different things and it soaks into my mind, man. And I've seen these people doing this. Like what I've just said about the trans going in the restaurant trying to get misgendered and then filming it like, you know what I mean? I've seen it. And you on about like the old people, like the old film stars. It was a countdown of like the most like dirty people in old Hollywood or something like that. It just come up on my screen and I clicked on it. You've been talking about that.
But I know that God, anyone that knows Joan Crawford, my God, she was so fussy. I mean, she was really, really, really OCD.
Yeah, OCD.
Yeah, she was extremely.
It says that, but on this thing, it just said, but not with herself. It looked after everything around her, but not herself. Like, you know what I mean?
But I say she had a brutal upbringing, absolutely terrible upbringing. Joan Crawford. So when she made it big, she was determined to stay there, determined, and she was. In my mind, she was the greatest screen actress ever.
What about Judy Garland, though? Where she was like the opposite sort. She was a train wreck, wasn't she?
Oh, well, that was, she said, it's horrible when you hear talking about her mother. She was terrified. She had the stage mother from hell, the real stage mother from hell she had. And then, of course, during the filming of The Wizard of Oz.
That's right, Deadly Kitten, man. She knows Deadly Kitten. Let's watch the same thing I have because I heard that one on there as well. He had false teeth, but they used to make him from something else, man.
Then.
Go on, Cookie.
Back then.
I just think who was protecting that little lassie back then when she was making that film.
Nobody, man.
They got her hooked on they had her on uppers and downers. It was terrible. They got her hooked on the drugs. It was horrific. So that destroyed her, but you know, what can you do about it? It was like that.
Like I don't even know what a paedophile was when I was a young kid, and I'm like 39. So back then, like it wore like a thing, was it? So God knows what these kids went through, man.
Well, we went. That's not what we were talking about. Judy Garland was just hooked onto drugs during the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, but why was her on drugs, man? I bet to block out some shit, man. You know what I mean?
No. What it was, there were no. She wasn't considered a child back then. She was 19 when she made the Wizard of Oz, and the working hours. It's well known about the Wizard of Oz. It's horrendously terrible working conditions and hours. And so she had to be on the set for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And so to keep her there and to keep her slim, they kept her on uppers, downers, every kind of drug. And so that got her hooked. And it was, as Dingio said, what was the one that used to be with her? He said what it was. He said it was one film after another, after another, after another, after another. So they never got a break. So the only way they could get through it was by using drugs. And so it totally destroyed her. Totally destroyed her completely.
It did,
Yeah, did you see her on one of the Oscars when they stumbled it looked like haggard and stuff?
Yeah. She did look old for her age. I mean, Mama used to say she looked like a monkey as she got older. She did look like that. But that was the way they were treated years ago. Now it's a different story. I mean, look at the way they treated the stars of the Harry Potter films. Completely different. They wouldn't let them go out and do interviews until they were adults. They protected them. Completely different. And look how well-rounded and well-balanced all of them are.
That they know, right?
Yeah. No one of them has gone by the rails or anything like that. So it's different now. They're more aware now of films and stuff. But back then there was absolutely no rights for kids working in films. But
they've got SAG now, they? You know, like the Screen Actors Guild, they've got that now. They get a pension. If you're in a movie in Hollywood, you get like a pension for yourself, like when you get old. Yeah. Medical care.
Oh, definitely. But
it's a $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
If you're born.
So if you've got any films you're interested, I'll go and see Wicked when it's out. I think I'll go and see that. Looks good.
Uncle Fester. Oh, we called them perverts, man, when I was a kid. That was like the word pervert. I think.
Yeah, they are. Yes, we were only saying the other week, weren't we? Uncle Fester was actually the most highly paid child star when he was a kid. When he was in The Kid with Charlie Chaplin. He had the highest paid child star.
Uncle Fester?
Uncle Fester.
Man,
no. Do you remember
he was the kid, man?
No, listen. I said this last week. The attention you pay. Uncle Fester in the Addams Family, the television series, the black and white one. He was Jackie Coogan, and Jackie Coogan was the highest paid when he was a child.
I remember you mentioning it now.
Yeah, he was the highest paid child actor of all time, relative-wise. No child actor has ever been paid as much as he was. He was extremely wealthy, and his parents spent a lot of it. And so the Coogan's Law was introduced to protect it so that parents or agents couldn't get access to all the earnings. His parents squandered all his money. He was a multi-millionaire. And by the time he was 18, it was all gone. He only got a tiny percentage of it.
How can you do that to your kid, man? You know what I mean?
It's disgusting. It is disgusting the way it happens like that. But that's the way.
You'd just whack a load away, wouldn't you? You'd just put something where nobody could touch it till he was like 21 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? You can live extravagantly, like, but you don't have to bloody spend it all, do you? You know?
No. Anyway.
Sorry for the swearing, but that's just my thing, man, now and again.
Come on then, Craig. Tell us a good joke. Not a horrible one. A good one.
It's hard to do that nowadays, like, without telling dirty jokes.
Yeah,
or
you must know one
jokes.
that's not racist or horrible. Come on.
Man. I used to know loads. No.
Come on.
Can't think of anything.
Come on. You must know one. Hey, well, I've got one. Shall I tell you one?
Yeah.
How do you make antifreeze?
Freeze your auntie.
Hide a hot water bottle.
Oh, hot water bottle.
See, that's it. See, brilliant. Why aren't you laughing, Craig?
I was. I said good. I never heard it.
A forced laugh is better than no laugh at all. I always.
I was laughing, but you muted me, man, when the thing was on.
It's more like a turn off our electric blanket these days, isn't it?
Oh, electric blankets. Do you know, I can't see the point in those things. Whenever I've got them in the past, I haven't got one for a long, long time. But
I've got a joke, actually.
I've
just found it. The smoking sheriff.
Go on.
That's it.
Oh, shut up!
So that's your joke.
All right, let's not talk about
that. Man. That's enough.
I like your new hairstyle, Cookie. Just noticed it.
Oh, he's got the fade, man. I like the fade. Somebody had a go at me for like, I'm 39, nearly 40, having a fade. I thought, fuck off, man. He looks all right, man.
You two, stop your filthy language.
No, I've just
but I have the
fade. Receding hair. You can't see me receding hairline, you know. So
I'm thinking of getting mine cut off. My hair's down me back, but I'm thinking of getting it down.
That's a similar haircut I have, man, if not the same. I have the fringe a little bit longer, I think, but not much.
Yeah.
Nah, about the same, I did.
Cut off, it's getting on my nerves now.
Short back and grade note, short back and side, short on top with a fade thing, man.
With a fade thing. Well, that'd be good, won't it? That'd be absolutely brilliant, won't it? But anyway, I'll let you two come up with what to discuss next.
Shall we have a talk about Keir Starmer?
No. He's boring. Politics is so boring.
Black politics. I don't mind talking a bit of politics, but
yeah, go on.
How about some war? Shall we talk some war? Did you see that guy hiding, man, from the drone? That Hamas leader.
Oh yeah.
But he was just sat on the chair, man, bleeding out, like, and this drone just flew by him, like, watching him, and he's chucked a stick at it, man. And he was fine with a big bullet hole in his head.
Yeah, it shot him, didn't it?
It's kicking off over there, man, isn't it?
It looked like his hand had been blown off, didn't it? Did you notice that?
Yeah, his arm's pissing out of blood, man.
There's no hand.
It's a shame it has to come to that sort of violence, man. It really is.
I think it's biblical, Cookie, man. I think it's like this stuff's in the Bible, eh? Like Israel.
Look, you sound like Paddy Conroy now.
No, it's true. No, it's in the scripture, man.
He says all that.
Well, there's all sorts going around as to what it's all about and stuff and that, but like it's.
Well, it's all about. Let's face it. It's all about the fact that October the 7th, wasn't it? That's what it's all about.
Yeah, he was the mastermind who got droned, man.
But apparently,
they knew that Israel would attack them and attack them big to the point where most of the world would turn against Israel, which looks like they have, but America hasn't publicly, like, but it.
You know what our government's going to do, though, do you, at the minute? Because you know what it's full of, do you? Islamists. So you know what our government response will be. I want Trump to get in, man, so as he can, like, just put this. It wouldn't have happened on Trump's watch, man.
Don't start this rubbish. It wouldn't have happened if Trump was in.
I was on Twitter. I've been on Twitter. I mean, X for about what 4 weeks or something now since the 7th. And
I firmly believe, like, you know, Ukraine and Russia, that wouldn't have happened if Trump had won the election.
Trump would, here we are. What Trump would have done, he would have got there and sorted it all out. It would never happen.
Nah.
Did Trump
Putin and Trump had an understanding, man.
Let's ask you this question: did he sort out North Korea? No, he didn't. He collapsed. He sort of kissing the bleeding ass. When
he was like he was breaking every other president has done the same thing over and over again. He changed strategy. That's what he did.
Everyone goes on about Trump. That Trump was kind of so. No, he couldn't. Like Putin's going to take any notes of Trump.
No, he waited till Biden was in power and then attacked. Because, you know, it was weak.
He couldn't even sort out North Korea. He couldn't even build.
What you want about? Nobody could sort out North Korea.
He never even sorted out the bleeding wall he was talking about, did he? It was all gone.
They have time to finish it. That's why, because COVID coming like that stole the election from him, man.
Don't you start. You can say, well, can COVID stop you building the wall?
No. Have you seen how long it's been? Like the wall. Have you seen how big the wall is to build?
Anyway, listen,
do you know Kamala Harris and that? They blocked everything he did.
Go on. Do you go on X? And do you go on X and watch X?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm on there, yeah.
Aye, because like I see, I was on a few weeks ago and I haven't been back on since because it showed like what happened. It showed videos, dead bodies and everything, or to them at them lassies at that festival and everything. It was like,
oh, it's horrible. Yeah, that's what I don't like about X.
That was the first time I ever seen out like that before, and it sickened me to my stomach that they killed all them lassies and laddies, and they were drinking Coca-Cola and Fanta and that and dancing.
Yeah,
they weren't doing anything.
It was like early in the morning, wasn't it?
Aye, and it was like, you know.
I've seen the Jews in that state before, like worse though, in like Auschwitz pictures and stuff like that. So it's nothing new.
I've seen that. Yes, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. But like, this was like, that's why I've not been back on X.
X can be horrible because they don't warn you that it's sensitive material, and then you're suddenly faced with it. They do it with animals as well. Animals being treated horrible, and so I'm very careful. But X has gone absolutely. Twitter was better. Now X has gone terrible. It has because
fact is though, there's a fact to all this war, man. This Hamas, they want Israel wiped off the map, so they're going to do the same.
What has that got to do with X?
Well, that's not what's going to do.
We were talking about what happened on 7th of on X.
We were talking about X. We were talking about X, and you suddenly go on about X.
No, you want to add an S to that, though. You like and talk about sex, baby.
No, well,
there we are. You've been told up by.
Let's talk about X, baby. Let's talk about X.
I've been thinking about using other platforms. Because what other platforms have you got out there? There's that. I'm forgetting the name of them.
Rumble.
There's Rumble, aye. That's the one. Not that
Locals.
one.
Locals is another one, ain't it?
Not that one. The Russian one that got locked up by the French.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Telegram.
Yeah, Telegram.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about having a little look on there as well to see what's going on there. You know, because apparently there's loads of other information there. So,
well, I'm on Instagram, I'm on X, and I'm on, of course, YouTube.
You know, it gets about that.
But I'm also on Twitch, but I've never actually used my Twitch account.
You know.
I've got quite a few.
Can you link your YouTube channel to all these other platforms?
Yeah, some of them you can. Yeah. The one I didn't like was Reddit. I can't stand Reddit. It's so difficult to use and so easy to be banned from things for nothing.
Yeah, you get people like talking about mad stuff on there. Depends what Reddit you go on.
And it's really difficult to understand, isn't it? What's going on? Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like internet, like people like on there, like proper.
Yeah,
that's where they live.
Never wake up. And you go on to one, you'd comment, "Oh, do you know the rules of this?" I don't know. I think they have different names. You have to know the rules. Say no. They go, look at our rules. Only such a type of person can reply to our. Only such type of person could say this. If you're not this, you can't engage. Absolute cack. So I thought,
have you seen that Jack Doherty? As we're going to like talk about other things. Have you seen him? He's a young lad. Yeah, you know that kick that them stupid kids go on like and stream themselves, stream their lives, and get paid loads of money for it. He was driving a McLaren in the rain down the freeway, right, on his phone, looking at his phone, like, and he crashed it and nearly kills his friend. He's bleeding and that, like, and he says, the ambulance says, "Can you turn?" He goes, "Nah, I need to get the best shot, like, and stuff like that because."
Oh yeah.
Is that the same? Is that the same bloke who photographed himself with in court? What's his name? Red-handed with his boyfriend. That bloody him off this morning.
Nah. This one's like one of them stupid influencers, like.
He's the same one, same stupid influencer. Philip Schofield, and it was got once he reached 1 million views, he was gonna like terminate his YouTube channel. And his last post that he put up was a picture of him getting a selfie with Philip Schofield behind him with that young intern that he was having some sort of affair with. I think the same.
I watched. Have you watched the Schofield thing? I watched it.
No.
No.
I don't know. What he's got to say is see him. Born and fart. That's all he is.
Yeah. If he didn't know the kid before he was like, if he didn't know the kid while he was underage, you could like sort of say, well, you know what I mean? But he obviously groomed him, man.
Well, he does look very, very. It looks very, very young kid, like.
Yeah, he don't even look 15 when they first met.
But not whatever. Nah, it's just was. Don't know why I keep bringing that shit up, but there you go.
Yeah, because you know why? Because all this shit that is to distract us from the fucking real stuff going on. That's what they put all this stuff in your face, like to look at, like all these celebrity scandals and that. But all this stuff's going on behind the scenes that really matters to life, you know. And they're just that's what I think. Have you seen them clips of all the American news media saying the same thing? Like every news channel, every single one repeating the same exact line.
The same script, apart from Fox News.
Yeah. Apart from Fox News, that's the only major. Well, you've got the other one now, right? What's it called? News Nation or something.
News Nation, yeah, it's been a while, lad.
Yeah, and there's only a couple.
American politics is really mad, though. I gotta say, like the way they treat each other, they're so. I mean, it's just so corrupt. It really is.
You know the amount of money that our politicians like get bribed for, like it's like for 40 grand, 50 grand. But over there, man, it's like hundreds of thousands of pounds and stuff like that, millions. Man.
I just think that we're just more subtle at it, you know, and they do it more through the lobbying. I think the lobbying that goes on in Parliament, that's where all the corruption happens and all that, you know.
Well, that's what I mean. In America, they've got the Israeli lobbyists. We've got the Islam lobbyists over here in our government now, but they've got the Israel ones over there in Washington.
They have. They've had them there for a long time as well.
Here we are, Cookie. Someone's saying here, Jack Jones was the YouTuber you were talking about.
Jack Jones, I've heard of him. That's been a while ago, isn't it?
Because there's an American girl as well, wasn't it? And she filmed her sister dying in a car crash.
Oh,
yeah, I've seen that one as well.
Yeah, horrible cow.
Then there was that Russian TikToker who was walking and fell down the subway, killed herself. Because in Russia, the subways, you know, when you can't do it underground, they've got any like fence around it or wall around it.
No.
It's like a big square hole in the bloody ground with stairs kind of do. You know what I mean? So if you're coming from it to the other end, you just
go down it.
Aye.
Mad at Russia, man. Like, it leads me on to a serial killer, man. Do you remember that? Like the chessboard killer, Alexander Pichushkin or something.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to collect enough victims to fill the chessboard, were he?
Yeah, well, Welsh girls come up with someone. Dan Wootton is a good channel. Do you know what I don't like about Dan Wootton?
I don't like him, man.
Hey, well, wait a minute, just to say, what I don't really like about him, Welsh girl, is that he's one of these gay men that is really out to impress and get on with and being accepted by what you term now cisgendered straight people. He's right, oh yes, and I'm this and I'm that. He's just too eager to impress them. And also, when that happened over GBN News, I don't like Lawrence Fox, but what I hate is people throwing other people under the bus. He tried to throw Lawrence Fox under the bus to save his own job at that station.
Yeah.
And I thought that was nasty. So he's not one of my favorites. I'll watch him, but he's not one of my favorites. But I never trust
like watching him.
People do that, try to kiss up when they're gay to cisgender.
Background as well, man. He's like a dirty, slimy journalist. In his background,
I mean, the first time I seen him was on The Sun interviewing Katie Hopkins. It was that's the first time I seen.
There's something creepy about him I watch him and think there's something slimy about you. There's something creepy about you. I don't know. I just get that feeling from. He's patronising, isn't he? Ew, and now we're going to. Yeah, he just talk about interesting things, but there's something. I don't know.
Yeah, does he believe him what he's saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Just trying to fit in.
He gives an opinion and stuff and that, like they do on GB News. He's all right. I like watching him. You have some good debates, and he likes to get on with the royal family as well. Because Harry and what's her name are kind of split, aren't they?
I'm not.
Aye, because she's jealous because Harry can still get positive attention and that, and she's getting hammered off the Hollywood press. Meghan and Harry.
Set for life, though, and
But I hope there's no stinker run Prince Harry with this Diddy party stuff and all that, mind you.
Well, I've got no time for Harry.
I don't know, because he don't have his normal security with him, so he could have got drugged or got caught on film doing shit or whatever, couldn't he?
I hope he's not wrapped up in any of that garbage, and he comes back home and.
No, we don't want him, Cookie. Let him stay where he is. We don't want him.
Shall we talk about Diddy a bit, man? Let's talk about Diddy.
Well, let's finish this first. He called us right. He got us labelled all racist. Racist. That's what
I didn't like. Well, you could see he was uncomfortable sitting on that Oprah set.
No. He was
There's the guy who dressed up as a Nazi.
Just let's say this right. Let's get that. We've got the Yoko Ono scenario going on here. Right, Meghan gets all the flack by people who don't like her, saying that she influenced, he's under her thumb. No, he's got his own mind. It's like what Yoko Ono said when she was getting blamed for all the trouble with the Beatles and splitting them up. She said, "Thank you for thinking I am so intelligent that I could get John Lennon to do what I want them to do." She said, "I see it as a compliment." And it's same with Meghan Markle. She gets all the flack, yet she's a cow. But no way, he makes his own decisions. He makes his own decisions.
He does, but he's an honourable man and he's got to stand by his wife.
Honourable? What's honourable about the little
Come on, bro. He's part of the royal family, man. How honourable is that, man?
He's our prince. He's one of our princes.
No.
He's like a silver spoon, like prick who wants to tell the world about his woes and stuff, and don't understand the common man. That's what he is.
All that, but I didn't agree with any of that. But I think Harry, before he met Meghan, and he was a cracking royal.
Yeah, dressing up in a Nazi suit, like, but he calls everybody
no,
racist.
no.
Man.
He redeemed himself away from all that crap.
Oh, get out!
Yeah, and then called everybody racist.
He was very popular. He was very, very popular.
Did you know there's no more racist family in the UK probably than the Windsors? Like, you know what I mean? I'll tell you that for free.
I don't think the Windsors are racist.
They am. Look what happened to Princess Diana, man.
That wasn't based on race.
Where was that racism? Good God, how was Princess Diana racism?
Because she was like, might be having a baby with that guy, and they couldn't allow it, man.
Who said
she
wasn't even with the royal family then. She was out of it. Why would
that, man. The royal family are not like that, man.
She wasn't even with them then. So she wasn't her royal highness.
I know it's a conspiracy. I know it's a conspiracy, man. I'm just throwing it out there, but it's a possibility.
So has King Charles got cancer?
Yeah.
Has he?
He's in Australia. He's been booed, man.
You've just been cooking. You've just been blowing smoke up Harry's ass, and now you're trying to diss our wonderful, gracious king. And don't even go on.
I'm just asking if he's.
Don't you dare start picking on his beautiful.
Oh, Cookie, you know the royal family, right? They look at you as cattle. They look at you as like a piece of
beautiful Queen Camilla. Don't even pick on beautiful Camilla.
No, I like Camilla.
Cookie. The royal family look at you as like a peasant, like they look down on you.
I just hope that Charles is going to be all right, because I'd like to see him on the throne for a while before William gets on it.
Well, he waited long enough, didn't he, the poor fella?
That's right.
I just wish they'd end it, man. I just wish they'd take the wealth and fuck off, man. You know what I mean?
Stop that language. No, you don't. We're not going to get rid of the royal family. It's what makes us British.
What makes you British, man?
It makes it because
what do they do? What do they do? They cost more money than the. You know what I mean?
What you'll have then, if you get rid of the royal family, you'll just have a president and his first wife or her first husband.
But they don't do anything anyway.
That's all you get.
Do you think we need change? Oh, we've been having this for hundreds of years, man. And look how
somebody like Andrew Tate is bloody prime minister one day, or
that's what you'll have.
Like that, you know. I mean, that's what.
Anyway, let's talk about P Diddy. P Diddy. Well, what do you think's going on with him? Do you think he's going to survive jail or get out?
Well, did he collapse in the court?
I don't know. I've just been watching about his things, man. I want to go back to his history a little bit, because if you know about Motown and stuff like that, you know about Clive Davis, and this was Diddy's mentor, right? And he come out as bisexual when he was 80 years old. This guy, Clive Davis. So basically,
but that's got nothing to do with it. No, it's.
But it is, because he was his mentor, like, and he did the same to other talents. Like, he used to like get him in compromising stuff and like take all the money. Like, he used to like use up artists and then throw them away once he'd done with them. Like Whitney Houston, stuff like that. There's like questions about that as well, because he held the same party as she was lying dead upstairs.
It's a shame what happened with Whitney. But did he? I mean, was it no secret? Was it? I mean, you could see
he got
it
taught. Though. That's what I'm saying.
Look at hip hop.
He's been taught this.
I mean, look at all the music that's been produced and how sexualized it's been. I mean, however, it's no big surprise that these kind of parties have been going on. But what absolutely disgusts us is the underage stuff and that, and the with Justin Bieber, the rumors about allegedly what's been going on with Justin Bieber and Usher.
Have you seen the video? Have you seen the video with him?
Yes, I have, but he didn't really say out there. But it
looks creepy, man. That's creepy.
It is, yes. It looks creepy, and it insinuates that it's bad crack that's been going on there. But you know,
now can I tell you something about Justin Bieber? Right, you know Usher. You remember Usher, man? I love some of his tunes, man. Well, P Diddy took parental control of him when he was 13, man. And like he went to like something called Freak Camp or something, Flavor Camp. He was on Howard Stern talking about it. Right. And Usher bought Justin Bieber to P Diddy. So I think he bought him to him. He did him. You know what I mean? Have you seen the videos when he goes, "Oh, me and Osher used to wake up," and he nearly says something else. He says, and then he goes, "Fight over the frosted flakes." You know what I mean, and stuff like that, man. I swear, very suspect.
Well, it does insinuate that they were sleeping in the same bed together. But there's no like concrete saying that he's done out wrong to any.
Yeah, but like you know, would you, if you was on the verge of making a load of money, would you speak out?
What?
I don't know, man. I've never been in that position, but just imagine being in that position. Like you can either open your mouth about what's happened to you and like wreck your career, not like wreck your career, and that's it, or you shut up and take the money, man. You know what I mean?
Do you know who I blame? Do you know who I blame? Should I tell you who I think's responsible for all this debauchery and all that? Do you know who I blame? I'm waiting for someone to say who.
Who? I did see it. Who?
Trump. It's all Trump's fault. See, I told you, useless, totally useless.
What's Trump got to do with the rap game, man? What's Trump got to do with the music industry?
Absolutely useless. He couldn't bring down a pair of neck curtains. He couldn't.
It's got nothing to do with it, has it? Oh, I don't know what to say.
Well,
that stumped you.
Trump's alright. He's not. I don't think Trump's a bad man. I think he's a product of his.
I'll tell you how I know Trump ain't a bad man, because the bad people are trying to kill him, man. He ain't hard, is he? You know what I mean? The bad people are trying to kill him. Simple as that.
Them Democrats are weird, although they're weird.
Yeah.
Them Democrats.
Yeah. Men can have periods, everything, man.
Kamala Harris.
Men can become pregnant.
Who's Kamala Harris's running mate again?
Diddy Savile, that's right, man, but on a massive scale, man. He used to have freak-offs, man, going on the Diddy thing. Have you seen the video with his mum? He's on an IV drip, man, from partying for 2 days, sat next to his mum with his mum's got the same drip going, man. Getting the fluids back in the system, like, and he's kissing his mum on the lips and saying, "Oh, my mum's single, man. She can touch the floor with both hands, palms down on the floor. Oh, I'll take my mum to the strip club," he says. He's a fucking weirdo, man. And
I've written a letter to Daddy saying I love you.
No cursing on my channel, Craig, you know.
No, when you're getting animated about a subject, like it's emphasization. That's what this is.
Emphasization. That's a nice word. That's a nice word, isn't it, Cookie? Emphasization.
So, is that a word?
I don't know. I just made it up, man.
It might be like
if it is.
It might be like goo. I'm gooing. You know, it's a made up word or say.
I'm gooing. I'm gooing home.
Gooing go. I'm gooing. Where are you gooing to? I'm gooing go. Shouldn't skip people's accents, should we? Because we all have
I don't mind. My accent's the one. It's horrible, man. I wish I had a different one, but it's the one that God gave me. So can't argue.
Bye, Welsh girl. Take care, sweetheart, and see you again.
See you later, Welsh girl, man. Respect, man.
Yeah, she's lovely, Welsh
girl.
Like
to see her. Take care.
But anyway, so what else? What do you want to talk about, Cookie, and then we'll wind up?
Yeah,
man. I just
on the spot.
I don't know. I was watching. Is it Eamon Holmes the day? Do you watch Eamon Holmes on GB News?
I haven't watched him for a while.
No,
I didn't normally watch him, you know, but I do like him. He's all right. So I watched him the day, and he's talking about what the government are doing about bringing in. They're going to income tax for employers.
Yeah,
bringing it right, and there was all this big debate about raising the income tax for employers and employees and stuff and that, you know, and how loads of businesses and I just think that with such a low paid economy, right? Why aren't the government making the employers pay their employees more money instead of taxing them and taking all the money off them? It does my head in how this politics how it goes, isn't it? Like proper social social justice there for people who work hard to get a decent wage.
Well, this is
the Labour government who are supposed to be representing with.
No, what it is, it's ridiculous because they used to say, didn't they? Do you remember they brought out the working tax credit, which really was a way of helping employers to pay less wages, so that you had to pay your own wages, basically, if you're working. You had to pay towards your own low wages. Now they're sort of going the other way and saying, well, we're going to tax the employees now. They've gone on the other side of it. But I think what it is with this government, we've had 14 years of horrendous Tory rule. Horrendous. We can't forget that. It's not like Labour have come in, they've destroyed what was a good system that was.
Can we stop saying Labour and Conservative, because they're the same? There's a shadow government circling all of it, and they get told what to say and what to do by the powers that be, the World Economic Forum, Trilateral Commission, the Bilderberg Group. That's where it is. That's where it's happening.
But when you're looking at,
there's 500 billionaires in this country. Why can't each one of them chip in £10 million, man? Imagine how much that would raise for the country.
Well, they're all leaving the country. They're all leaving the country now because there's hundreds of millionaires have already left the country through the Labour government. But it's going to cost, because it's going to cost you people more to employ people in this country, right? And then what are the government doing with that money that they're taxing these employers, right? They're not giving it back to the employer.
Yeah.
They're not. There's none of, and that's what does my heating about. There's left and right wing politics, and then when you get on GB News, and there's some bits that I like about immigration and all that sort of stuff, and they on some levels they represent it, but they didn't represent it properly. You know,
no.
They don't have them conversations where they're saying, well,
GB News started off for the people, but it's turned into they're trying to please the establishment now. GB News,
Nigel Farage will go on and in Baton. Did you see that bloke with a tattoo with a Kalashnikov on his face?
Yeah.
All that scenario. Well, you see, that just whips up the public. I think I really do. I think it whips. There's got the things need to be sorted out with
this
immigration and stuff and all that.
It's like it's being done on purpose. It's being done on purpose. Like all this stuff. And Keir Starmer don't make his decisions, man. He gets told what to do, man. I'm convinced of it. I'm convinced of it. The same as Rishi Sunak did before him. It's like the Rothschilds and the money people that control the world. It's your government, man. Now, left, right. Why should you just have two choices? And them all rich people that. I got nothing in common with the people.
Well, we've got three choices at the moment, haven't we? We've got the Reform Party, the Labour, and the Conservatives. You know what I'm saying?
I hate to say it, Girl Cookie, it's actually more Lib Dems, which is horrifying because you're basically just getting even more incompetent Tories in if you vote Lib Dems.
So that's a fourth choice there as well, yes.
Yeah. But
so
they
have got four. But Reform are the ones who are kind of
film, V for Vendetta, that film. I love that film.
It's a brilliant movie,
He says, the government should be afraid of his people, not the other way around.
That's right,
Yeah, it should be.
You know what I mean? But now, because they've got the army at the disposal, the police at the disposal. That's what it was for the people before the police was. But now it's to protect them. You know what I mean? Because if anything, if the world just the country just united, because these people don't care about us. There needs to be some kind of change, man.
Well, there is that. I think there is a big movement going on. You see it all over.
Yeah, Tommy Robinson, man.
And then you see. I mean, the 26th this month, there's gonna be a big march doing a legit march doing in London, but there is a big, huge movement, right? And it's in the choice that we're going towards is the Reform Party. that movement's going to eventually
Nah,
vote
man.
for.
Oi.
Right?
Farage is like, is this
But what
Tommy
sort of
Robinson, man?
policies
He's
are
like,
these
he's
people going
took
to
a
bring in?
massive chunk out of his voting. He's took a massive chunk away from his like voting base by dissing Tommy Robinson, Nigel Farage.
Yeah.
He wants to be in the establishment, man. He can't have it both
Aye.
ways. Like he wants to like
Aye.
have one foot in like the establishment and one foot in the Tommy Robinson camp, and it ain't gonna work, man. You're gonna have to like draw a line, pick a
No,
side.
well, Tommy will just endorse Nigel, won't he?
Nah, I see the video. He hammered him apparently.
Tommy will
He
end
was
up
going on about him.
endorsing. If there's no other reasonable option to challenge the narrative that we've got going on at the minute, then I think he will end up endorsing Nigel Farage, and then all these laws will start coming in that'll be quite harsh, and well, it'll just be capitalist dominated. It'll be dominated by capitalism. There'll be no middle ground there, no fair wage for the working man or nothing like that, so people can live properly in this country. Because that's what needs to happen. People in this country need to start living properly. And they need to be able to go to work and earn a good bit of money to bring back. And
that ain't going to happen, is it? When all these immigrants keep coming in day by day. I mean, we've got one of the best armies in the world, man. Why are they picking these immigrants up and like taking them back over France and leaving them there on the beach and just drive on the back on the boat? Like, you know what I mean?
Because it's costing $8 billion a year, right, to house illegal migrants in this country. Right, that's what the 78 billion a year, right? You can bet your bottom dollar, right, that very little of that money gets through to actually them people, right?
No.
There's loads of contracts getting handed out and left, right, and centre. There's people getting extremely rich at the moment with this immigration policy that's going on at the minute. It's not about these immigrants coming across, because if it was me, I would do everything I could to get to this country as well and do what they're doing. Well, and I've been a criminal and been done everything, you know. So I can empathise.
But that doesn't mean that Cookie. Just right, no. Let's just say something, Cookie. People say this, if I was, and that's sort of like excuse it. Whether you would or not doesn't make a difference. It's a dangerous situation we're in, a very, very dangerous situation. I'm not going to sympathise with people coming over.
Oh, let Anne finish.
I'm not going to, start sympathising with them, because if I was in their position, I'd do the same thing. It's just that we're getting to the point. What they want to do, they want to sue France for the money back. That's what they want to do. Say, right, give us the money back. You haven't held to the contract. It's just getting whether you can solve it or not. I mean, no one's against genuine refugees, but we know this isn't. And as you're saying, Craig, there's something behind this. It's planned, because you can tell they're just letting them in. They could stop them if they wanted to very easily.
They could definitely stop them.
Cookie, can I just say this? Like, you said, like, if that was me, I'd try and get over here. You're a guy with morals, man. You know what I mean? These people, they've got third world morals, and them coming in on huge numbers.
Yes, I understand that, right, and I don't want them kind of morals coming into the country. But
well, however, it is.
The more I have to empathise, right, because I didn't want to dehumanize them, because they are human. They are human.
What rapists, man? They think paedophilia is okay and stuff like that.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about any of that, right? But what I am saying is how we deal with these people, right?
How they deal with us, Cookie. How they deal with us is more of a question. How they deal with us, because some are coming over here and they're just not respecting us. It's how they deal with us. I'm not going to give two hoots about how we deal with them until they realise they've got to adapt to our ways, not us to their ways.
Oh, that's right. We have to draw a line in the sand, and how we draw that line in the sand is important. Because
army on the beaches, man.
Because there's all sorts of people who are consider themselves British in this country, who weren't necessarily born in here, or who were born in here, but whose parents come from a different ethnic background.
It's a different thing, man. You move back in history, man. It's a totally different thing, man. Like from the Jamaicans emigrating, the Indians emigrating to this country. They assimilated and made the community good. this is a different thing, man. This is on a different scale.
It is, and it is getting dangerous. I mean, there is a lot of stabbings. There's a lot of SEs. Is it SEs happening on the streets and stuff?
I
and
think it's all right, man. Just going up to a normal, like a woman in public and saying, "Oh, give me a blowjob, like suck my dick or whatever, man." That's what they do.
And this goes back to the Diddy thing with the music that the industry
sorry,
Hollywood
I don't get that.
out there. No wonder the people from third world countries and that we've sexualized things in the media so much. You know, the rest of the world think that we're that.
No, the people in them third world countries, they don't even have tellies, man. But this is what they believe from the book, man. It's the religion, like.
That's different.
Just let's say one thing.
Islamists are they're different ball game them altogether, or to what you call them, with the illegal migrants coming in SEs happening and stuff and what have you. And that they're not like predominantly Islamists.
No, what
the grooming gangs happened before all this immigration.
Just let me get a word in, right, for once. What it is that Cookie, they're told by these traffickers, right, that when they come over here, basically we're with the women here are all slut slags and easy to get off with. That's what they're getting told. It's got nothing with we're giving a bad image. They're getting told that. So when they come over, they think, oh, here we are. It's just have sex whenever you want it with any of these sluts, and that's what it is.
That's right. That's right. All right.
We could drop the Muslim thing out of it because they look down on white women.
Not every Muslim does. Just be careful about classifying all Muslims.
Their Bible tells them to do so, man.
When you're talking, it's like the Islamists and their ideology and stuff and all that, that's all really, really bad. I mean, have you ever met a soldier of Allah before?
I've never met a what?
A soldier of Allah.
Allah, he owes me a tenner, man.
No, listen, I've met a few in the jail. They're proper naughty. They believe in a lot of bad things and all that, you know, and they're all naughty people. And they're completely, that kind of way of thinking is completely different to the way a lot of these illegal
barbaric, man.
It is barbaric, and it is back. I don't agree with Sharia law or anything like that in this country. You know, I don't agree with nothing like that. You know,
it happens though. I mean, there is Sharia courts operating in this very country, man.
There's 80 odd of them or something apparently. You know, but it's like I don't understand why you would run from a country that's been persecuting you, come here.
That's what I call it. And make this country the same as that. Yeah.
And make that the same as that. I didn't understand that. And
I know white Angel, I know white people commit sexual crimes, but not on that scale, man.
No, it's not about that, man. It's about why these grooming gangs weren't arrested, man. Why they weren't challenged?
Because of political correctness
it's not about the acts themselves. Of course, their sort of behaviours come from all kinds of people. You know what I mean? It's the fact that they weren't challenged. They seem to be and not being challenged and arrested, and this problem dealt with. That's what the problem is.
Did you see Three Girls? Did you watch Three Girls?
And what actually has been going on for that not to happen? Can you imagine it?
Yeah.
And when you've seen Silence by Tommy Robinson? That documentary. If that's what's been going on,
I've watched all of them, man. They're brilliant, especially when he gets that one and he goes to his house and he questions him all up the road, man. I like that one.
Give us 1 second to say something. Angel, I'm going to have to remove that comment that you've made. You can't go saying things like that. So I'm not banning you. All that I'm doing is...
Be careful what you see.
I don't know. I'm going to get rid of that comment now. Unless, can you delete it for me, Angel? The last comment you made. It's just if you put, it's just that's going to cause problems. If you could just get rid of that one that you put, the last one you put for me, because I don't want to have to put you in timeout. Because usually when I put people in timeouts, they end up, I don't know what to do, but I ban them by accident. So, but you can delete your comments. So if you could do that for us, it would stop me having to do that.
I need the toilet.
So I'll be winding down now anyway. But anyway, so my little lovelies, that was an interesting chat, wasn't it? I found that interesting.
Yeah, man, not bad.
We'll have to do the thing. And what I'm going to have to do, I'm running out of time, you know, on me on my StreamYard. So I'm going to try and work out how to do that other one that they've got.
I could do with the piss and all, man. Cookie, I feel you.
So,
I feel you, man.
I'll let them go to the toilet. So thank you all for coming on, and thank you for everyone in the chat. Lovely to speak to you all. So what I'll
see
do.
You later, Cookie. See you later, Ann, man. See you later, chat. Take care.
Take care now. Thank you, Craig. Thank you again.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you,
Bye.
So you take care now, and you go and relieve your bladder.
Thank you, Win. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye now. And so for everyone, I'll leave you with, well, I've got to leave you with this, isn't it? My song. My song.
I've written